Welcome to ZoomInData. In this video, we are going to understand metadata-driven pipelines in Azure Data Factory. This concept is widely used in large enterprise projects because it helps reduce pipeline duplication and improves scalability. Metadata simply means data about data. It describes the structure, rules, and behavior of data processing. In Azure Data Factory, metadata controls how pipelines run and is usually stored in tables or configuration files. If we create separate pipelines for every source, maintenance becomes difficult. Any small change requires editing and redeployment. As systems grow, this approach does not scale well, which is why metadata-driven design is needed. A metadata-driven pipeline is a pipeline where behavior is controlled using metadata. The same pipeline can process multiple sources. The logic remains generic, and execution is driven completely by configuration. The core idea is very simple. You build once and reuse many times. There are no hard-coded values inside the pipeline. Everything works dynamically based on metadata. Metadata can include source system names, table or file names, load types like full or incremental, and even target storage locations. Metadata is commonly stored in Azure SQL database, Azure table storage, or JSON files in blob storage. In some projects, even CSV or Excel files are used. The pipeline first reads metadata. Then it loops through each metadata record. Activities are executed dynamically, and data is loaded based on the defined rules. The lookup activity plays a critical role. It reads metadata records, fetches configuration values, and passes them to the pipeline. This is the foundation of metadata-driven pipelines. The for each activity iterates through metadata records. For each record, pipeline logic is executed. This enables scalability and even supports parallel execution when required. Metadata-driven pipelines rely heavily on dynamic datasets. Dataset parameters allow passing source names, folder paths, and file names dynamically, eliminating hard coding completely. Dynamic linked services allow the same pipeline to work across development, test, and production environments. Credentials and connection details are handled dynamically, which improves reusability and flexibility. In metadata-driven pipelines, the copy activity does not change. Source and sink details come from metadata. The same copy logic is reused, which drastically reduces the number of pipelines. Error handling is very important. Failures are logged per source, while other records continue processing. Error details are captured, which improves overall pipeline reliability. Metadata-driven pipelines are highly scalable, easy to maintain, require less development effort, and are enterprise-ready by design. In real-world projects, there may be hundreds of source tables. Instead of hundreds of pipelines, a single generic pipeline is used, with metadata controlling execution. Common challenges include designing proper metadata structures, debugging dynamic pipelines, performance tuning, and maintaining governance and control. Interviewers often ask what a metadata-driven pipeline is, why it is used in ADF, the role of lookup and for each activities, and its benefits over traditional pipelines. Metadata controls how pipelines behave. One pipeline can handle many sources. Lookup and for each are core components. This is an essential enterprise-level concept. Thank you for watching. This content is brought to you by ZoomInData. Subscribe to get access to the complete Azure Data Factory course. Let's learn, practice, and master data engineering together.